I get a notification that I'm live. How's everybody doing tonight? Am I live? Yo, what's up? Three-horn Thrasher? That's kind of tricky. Enrique, what's up? Edwin, what's up? Bitcoin, what's up, dude? How are you guys? How's your Tuesday? Life-changing books that I read. The Millionaire Fastlane changed my life. Also, dude, 3, what's up? Millionaire Fastlane changed my life. The Obstacle is the Way. The War of Art. Promises in JavaScript. How much do you need to know about them versus async await? I should probably know both. Learn how to use Axios, and I think you'll be all right. Just launched your first website, working on getting the content going. Yeah, I know that feel. Content is king. DK, what's up, dude? Welcome. How you guys doing? What other books have I read? I'm looking at my Audible. Extreme Ownership was good. Rich Dad Poor Dad was good. Relentless, Crushing It by Gary Vee. The Way of the Wolf by Jordan Belfort. Arman, what's up, dude? Welcome aboard. Resilience. That was a good one. Living with a Seal, man. Oh, Dave Ramsey is like really popular. Like, I don't know. His advice is to do the typical, like, if you want, Dave Ramsey is good if you want to do the typical 9 to 5 and just put money in your 401k. Yeah. Trying to decide between Google Full Stack and for $1,000 versus Lambda School. I mean, you could do both. Dude, how old am I? When did I get into development? I'm 28 years old. I started learning to code when I was 25. So I haven't been doing it quite. Living with a Seal is hilarious. Living with a Seal is, you guys know David Goggins? You know, like the Navy SEAL that's really, like, kind of famous? He was the SEAL in the book, but he was unknown, like, at that time. And, like, there was one time where he skips breakfast, and the guy's like, yeah, why aren't you eating breakfast? We have a long, like, 10-mile run today. He's like, because I like to wake up hungry. And I'm like, holy shit. Let's see. Can I do a kickflip? I can do a kickflip with the little fingerboard, not a real one. Data science is worth what in terms of salary? I would say that it's probably a good niche. There's no class in JavaScript, but ES6 and React use it. What do I think about it? I think that JavaScript didn't initially come with a class, but now they're using it because most programming languages use classes. I don't know. I don't know how you want me to answer that specifically. What podcast do I listen to? I don't really spend my time listening to podcasts because I spend that time listening to books instead. I don't know. I'm more of an Audible person than a podcast person. If I had to listen to a podcast, maybe Tim Ferriss's podcast. But I don't listen to podcasts about like technology or anything like that. Maybe that makes me seem ignorant, but I don't know. Do I like Elder Scrolls? Yeah, I like Elder Scrolls. I want to try out Skyrim VR. I have a Vive over there. Have you looked into other areas of the tech industry, like network or database administration? Database administration. I feel like you can do DevOps. You can do that. Listen to The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. Yeah, that's a good book. Do I listen to audiobooks about code? Yeah, no. There's more to life than code. I find that like my mindset is a key factor in listening to code. So I like hearing some dude talk about how JavaScript just added this new thing. It's just really boring to me. Like, I just don't care. I'd rather try it myself than listen to some dudes talk about it. What do you do if your boss is pressuring you and keeps giving you warnings? For what? Snapper, why do you troll me? I've already seen the name before, so it's like, how much do I bench and deadlift? Have I been making gains? Bench, I don't know. I don't really PR that much. I've definitely been making gains on the free weights, that's for sure. I just want to thank you guys for spending your Tuesday evening with me. I know that you guys could probably be playing the new WoW expansion, or maybe you're doing both. But I appreciate you spending your time. I wish I could try out the WoW expansion, but I just don't got no time. So tell me whatever's overpowered, and then I'll buy it and play that class. For delaying work due to ridiculous amounts. Wait, what? Is handlebars worth learning? Nah, I'd pass. Maybe for like the 2 companies that are like startups, and they're like, handlebars is the future, or whatever. Probably not. Why did PHP die? It's such a good language. I don't think PHP died. You watched my 7-year-old WoW video the other day? Yeah, it's good. And cringe. Yep. That was my first time I ever included my voice on a video. I was like, alright guys, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe. Oh man, it was so bad. PHP dead? You know how many websites use WordPress? Yeah, it's not dead. Well, WordPress is built on PHP, but for the most part, WordPress is drag and drop unless you're doing child theme development. But PHP is definitely not dead in terms of like Laravel. Patrick Hinot, what's up, dude? Thanks for hanging out with us. Glad to have you. Are you ever going to work on another video game? Yeah, I will, but I need the time to do it. Because if you're a solo dev like me, you have to be able to do animation. You have to be able to do the code. You have to be able to do the artwork for the props and stuff. Like it's just huge. Your customer service at a nice company. Should you stay for 2 years and hope? All right, let me just stop you right there at that sentence. Stay and hope. That's not going to get you anywhere in life, my friend. Don't stay and hope. You either do or do not, my friend. Let me just say regret weighs more than failure, all right? So I would say try something and fail at it rather than just wish and hope. Otherwise, you'll die a little bit inside every day. Austin stepping in to say hi for a bit. Hey, thanks, Austin. Appreciate that. Hope you enjoy the stream. What was the best learning resource when it came to code? I mean, if you want like a good website like Udemy or something, I'm not going to say that because it's like I would say Stack Overflow, like because you learn when you encounter problems, right? You learn when you get stuck. That's when the learning is done. Yeah. Omar, hey, what's up, dude? How many years of coding experience till you can get a completely remote job? Depends on you and your portfolio and your ability to interview, to be frank. Bitcoin Jake knows. Oh yeah, if you guys could do me a favor and click the thumbs up button, that would be great. It really improves my videos and other people seeing these videos. I would greatly appreciate that. If you're like, don't tell me what to do, streamer guy, that's fine. But I would shake your hand and thank you for it if you were in a line of people. You can't on mobile. All right, no worries. Free tutorials has free Udemy courses. Just Google it. Oh, Coursera has some free stuff. You could do that. High school, senior, gonna do computer science. Looking to get more than just Java. That's good because you're probably gonna work for like Oracle. Any recommendations for something to get into next or just improve at Java? I don't know. If I were you, I would skip the Java and do JavaScript. I'm a sellout. Yep, Dean got me. Don't tell me what to do, streamer guy. How long did it take me to learn my first JS framework? I don't know. My first JS anything was like jQuery. You joined the Discord? Thanks, man. How many projects in your portfolio? 3. Yeah, I'm just going to say 3. Should they consist of full stack CRUD? Honestly, I think they should start from in my opinion, they should start from wireframes. Like you start out with an idea, you wireframe that bitch, and then you connect it, and then you do the designs for it, and you do the PSDs, like Photoshop design files, and then you do the code framework, from start to finish, from wireframe, from concept to wireframe to design to code to backend to host. Do that 3 times. What's my take on mobile development? Mobile development natively, like Kotlin and iOS, I don't know. They'll probably be taken over by progressive web apps or like React Native. Keep finding yourself in the loop of learning HTML and CSS, then build a simple project. You get frustrated and then lost. How can you get over it? I mean, it seems like you're giving up. So the recommendation there would be to stop giving up. Like it. How do we say this here? If you try at something, you always have a chance. And if you stop, you've made it certain that you'll never have a shot at doing it. What up, Craig? Yeah, I mean, just be careful because JavaScript's catching up to that mobile development. Quick question. What do I use to animate SVGs besides using CSS? That is all I do. Swiping your EBT card. Hey, your EBT card doesn't get refilled until Wednesday, bro. Take that back. Thanks, Craig. The funniest joke that I know? I don't know. It's kind of R-rated. Would I consider a series where I have viewers on? Trying to get a job, and I go through their portfolio and resume to help them make a plan to get a job. I mean, so basically I already have a Patreon perk for that. I think if Arman is here, Arman, do you want to do that? Because he signed up for like the mentorship program that I have. And so we'll do, we're scheduled to do that on Saturday. How do you become a sysadmin? I'm not sure because I'm not a sysadmin. Where can you go to learn how to design web pages with Photoshop? With Photoshop, you're gonna probably want to use Sketch, to be honest, or what is the other Adobe thing? Let me look. I got it. Illustrator. Learn Illustrator or Sketch. Photoshop is not for that. What programming language should you learn first? Python. Yep, do Python. Mentorship program. Yeah. So, hey, Dave Thompson, you want to thank for what I do, man. Hey, I think I remember that portrait from Twitter. Did you message me on Twitter? Appreciate that, man. Yeah, so I have a Patreon perk. I understand that it's expensive, right? But it's less expensive than a bootcamp by a lot. It's more expensive than like Udemy and all that stuff. And it's go at your own pace. We make a plan for you from start to finish. I don't talk about it that much because I don't want to be a shill. But yeah, it's $500 a month. Take you from zero to job. And that's my way to transition to doing YouTube full time. So I understand it's ridiculous for some people, but Arman is doing it. A couple other people. Anyways, Chris, what's up? LOL shill. For doing nothing. For doing not hoping. Tanner, you're the man, dude. Have I ever used Figma? Yes, I've used Figma. There's also one called Balsamic. That's good. Have you kept in touch with my former manager? Yeah. So actually, I talk with Jenny a lot because her husband and I are friends. So actually, I teach her husband how to code. So he's a student of mine, and I've been teaching him React. Let's see. Why am I so bad at Overwatch? I don't think I'm that bad. Maybe when I'm streaming, I'm bad. I think I'm okay. How can you work remotely? Living outside the US. Oh, man. So you go to Stack Overflow, and you click on the little gear, and then you click on remote and visa. So you check those two boxes, provides visa and remote, and then you look there. Thoughts on Smith machines? I don't know. Maybe they're good for some larger lifts, but I prefer free weights because they get the micro muscles. You know, those balancers. That's my preference. Have I learned any web dev with Python? Just been basic. So we've been starting from the basics because that's what we voted on. I was gonna do some more Python today, but I got home from the office real late, like 7 o'clock almost, and then I just did some other things, and I have to go to the gym here in about an hour. Your question keeps getting ignored. You can't say that because I haven't. Wait, okay. Graduated cum laude. Can't find a job without running into sketchy recruiters. How can you find a decent entry job? See, that's your problem, you don't want to look for entry jobs, my friend. Don't limit yourself to entry jobs. If you limit yourself to an entry job, you're always, you're limiting yourself to the pool, right? Why don't you apply for anything else? I have to stream every single day. It seems that I enjoy working or teaching more than working a corporate dev job. It's not necessarily teaching, it's helping people. And in whatever capacity I can help people, that's where I'm more fulfilled helping people in some way than I am climbing a corporate ladder. Let's see. How long do you think it's someone's self-taught to get a job? It depends on how much you learn, how fast you learn, how many hours you're putting in, Sean. I need some more info. I said I'm done with keto, or I'm still on it. If not keto, what am I doing now? I'm taking a break from keto. I'm just doing like a whole foods type diet, and by whole foods I mean whole entire large Reese's Pieces. How hard is college for computer science? I don't know. I don't have a computer science degree. Genji, Tracer, Hanzo are the only characters you've mastered. Tracer, Hanzo, Roadhog are mine. Formula of Jacked. Yeah, I think everyone lifted heavier with Jacked. Dumb question. Would taking computer science help with mobile app developing? Yeah, no. Computer science is not going to help you with mobile app development. Yeah, into fitness. Fitness pizza in my mouth. Exactly. How is my Node.js? It's not the best. Where do I recommend to apply? Directly with the company or job sites? You definitely use job sites. Okay, look, I would say both. Do both. Try to avoid recruiters when you can because they're in it, right? They get paid when you get paid. Just remember that. What are my PC specs? 64 gigs of RAM, 1080 SLI, 1950X AMD. Important mindset that you want to impart on people. Yeah, so I would say that every person needs to have grit, right? And knowing that you're going to encounter challenges and the ability to take a step back and accept that and then keep moving forward is what is the hardest part. I don't know. If I was listening to a book a little bit ago, I might have something better, but the ability to push through when it sucks. Let's see. I like that I'm giving back. That's the whole point. I feel like I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, so yeah. Someone codes 3 hours a day trying to land a front-end developer job. Front-end developer is going to be highly competitive. Currently trying to do this and not go to bootcamp due to finances. Yeah, I don't blame you. I understand, my friend. Let's see. 3 hours a day. Do you have a plan? What's your plan look like? You missed 3 days in a row. I haven't hit the gym today. Today is deadlift and back day. It closes at 10. So at 9 o'clock my time, so roughly 30 minutes from now, I'm going to go to the gym. Python or R for data science? I'm going to say Python. Craig, I actually have 8 gigs of RAM and I just downloaded more. What can you expect at a junior level web development job? Any recommendations for success the first few days of your job? Yeah, so just be upfront with your boss. Be like, look, I don't really know what I'm doing, if you don't know what you're doing. And be like, can we just come to this agreement? If you give me a task and I don't know how to do it, I'm going to tell you that, but I'd like to give it a shot. Please give me 2.5 hours to try and figure it out. If I don't, I will come to you. If you see me struggling, just let me struggle. I need to figure this out myself. Be upfront and open. It's okay. They know what they hired, is what I'm saying. Hopefully that helps you, DK. Do you write a global resume for every job or a different? So this is what you need to do. You need to have one resume and you need to tweak the skills to match the skills that you're looking at. Do I think SAS is a valuable technology to spend time learning? Absolutely, because LESS, L-E-S-S, and SAS are both very similar. They have mix-ins and variables, and they're very good. Definitely do that. Preprocessors are popular. I used it where I work. How long to be good at Python with 1 hour a day? I don't know. Look at my progress because I've been streaming Python for about an hour a day. You just downloaded a new monitor? I mean, you wouldn't download a new car, right? I see some Korean characters there. I can't read that, but ni hao. I'm just kidding. That's Chinese. You currently learn HTML, CSS, Git, built 4 projects. Learning JavaScript, build 5 JavaScript projects. Then you want to learn React. I don't think you need to have that many projects with just JavaScript. I would say build something with React and Firebase. That's pretty impressive. Possible questions for a web developer interview. Why should we hire you? Tell me about an inner join. What's the difference between an outer join and an inner join? Tell me about Ajax and what that means. How do you stop playing Overwatch and finish your React course? Yeah, so you need to let's just be real here, Lucas. Why are you procrastinating? Because you know it's boring? Are you not you're not having fun with it? Is it hard? Are you anticipating getting stuck somewhere? You need to get over that, my friend. You said Patrick wears a toupee on camera. Is that really true? What? Personal projects to work on to improve your programming skills. I would go on Product Hunt and see what kind of cool things are there. You started taking the free CS50 course from Harvard. It's cool. I mean, that's sweet. I think you guys should check that out. How do we contact you about private sessions? David, I think I remember you asked me about that. Yeah, so there's a Patreon link in the description. It's just a perk. It helps me in there. If you want to do something more custom than that, just let me know. You can send me an email and we'll figure something out. What are my thoughts? Wait, what? On the U.S. government purchase ban of... I don't really have one because I have an LG phone. So, I don't know. Thoughts on Codecademy? Definitely check it out. But they got to make money too. You're procrastinating watching the stream? Yeah, don't procrastinate, right? So that's called resistance. Resistance is the enemy, and resistance strikes the hardest when you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I know it's the most ridiculous thing, right? You think you'd get motivated because you can see the end, but it turns out it's reverse psychology, and you're like, look, this is almost over. I can just take a break because I know the end is right there. That is the worst time to do that. Do not do that. Do not let the resistance beat you, my friend. All right, let's see. How do you send me an email? Here, I'll type my email. Here you go. There you go. Applying for a lot of dev jobs, but not getting a lot of interviews back. Did a code test on Angular yesterday, and you messed it up. Any advice? Don't worry about getting ghosted. I've been ghosted from hundreds of jobs. It's just a thing. Yeah, they're just getting hundreds of resumes, hundreds of applications. Zero to Hero include workout and food help. Zero to Hero includes whatever you want. We can talk about code. We can talk about your video game addiction. We can talk about your lack of motivation. Muhammad, have you read The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield? That is exactly the resistance that I am talking about. Yes, I have read The War of Art. I've read The War of Art 4 times. Any recommendations before attending Code Bootcamp? Yeah, you need to learn basic JavaScript, learn prototypes, constructors, classes, for loops, for each loops, object, literals, strings, and arrays. I'd say arrays, array manipulation. You heard the shelfie life of a web dev is 3 to 5 years. Well, it hasn't been my experience because I haven't even been doing it for 3 years yet. You know what I'm saying? Is C#, C++, and Python good programming languages? That's your goal. I would say hit that Python first because most applications, most practical applications, C# you can do Unity and ASP.NET, but C++ is I don't know. It's pretty old now. It's the industry standard for video games though. Any advice on AWS certification? I guess you could go for it. I'm not sure what you'd gain by it. Yeah, don't get too big where I can't do the live streams. I don't carry myself like that. If you guys don't walk away from the live stream without something, then I don't want to do this. What are my sources of income? My job, I teach, YouTube. I don't know. How much of a working understanding of vanilla JavaScript would be smart before jumping into React? So the difference is, you can be a React developer without even knowing JavaScript pretty much. I would say the .map function you should need to understand, but other than that, what's better, Python or Java? Yeah, Python. You've applied for over 500 jobs worldwide, not one interview. Change your resume 10 times, have personal sites, projects, references, skills, but no word. You don't know anymore? How's your cover letter? Map, filter, and reduce. Yeah, I don't think filter and reduce are really included in React. Hype for Elder Scrolls 6. I saw like the trailer at E3, but that was it. Would you be judged for lowballing your desired salary as first gig? You just need to get validated? What do you mean lowballing? Why would you lowball your own money? They're already going to do that for you. You want to learn C# and C++ do the game industry? Okay, if you want to do games specifically, do C++ first. C# is for Unity specifically. I wouldn't limit yourself to a single game dev engine because World of Warcraft, Blizzard uses C++. So let's see. What else we got here? I think it's a good idea to invest your money in the stock market. Yeah, no, in general, the market, it's a risk. I would prefer if you invested your money into assets, things that appreciate in value. A popular example of this is real estate. There are some things that learning React with teach in tandem, or is that some parts of JavaScript just aren't irrelevant because React is JSX. Right? So it's like a modified version of it. And so you can just learn that and be good at React mainly. Interview for your junior web dev tomorrow. What should you prep for? Yeah, you need to prep for AJAX calls. Prepare to deal with APIs most likely. And simple backend inner joins, outer joins, primary keys, foreign keys. Maybe a little bit React. I don't know what you're doing. A good approach to learning Redux. It's hard to learn it with too simple of an app. Man, Redux is my weakness, my friend. I would say do it visually. Find a visual map of stores, dispatchers, actions, and reducers, and watch how that works, and then you'll see how that connects in your files better. You think you've just been self-reflecting? You did yourself a disservice, lying to yourself. You're learning to program, going back to the basics, doing the Odin project. Man, you gotta do what you gotta do. No one's judging you but you, right? Like, no one's gonna hold you to your own goals, my friend. Like, there's no risk in self-improvement. When I say that, there's like no one holding you to the fire. And so if you have the ability to do that yourself. Anyways, taking a dev test. Should you learn Python or Java? Python. What else is C++ good for other than games, finance, industry? What's the best approach to mindset when learning the code? You're going to get stuck. Remember that. Then you're going to get past that. C++, any good resources for learning language? Yeah, do Unreal Engine. Follow that stuff. Stock market equals income, not wealth creator. Stock market is a great way if you have a lot of money already and you want to put into like a company that gives you dividends for passive income. Maybe do that. Don't buy mobile homes. Yeah, that's bad. You only want to buy like 4+ rental complexes. Yardman, what's up, dude? Website recommendation for intermediate Python. I can't give you something specific. I'm currently doing Treehouse. Maybe you could try that out. Checking out the new Boston. Oh, that'd be good. Life questions. Any good push-ups for lower chest? Any good push-ups? What do you mean? You just do incline push-ups. Where do I stream when I program? I do it on here, on this channel. Would say progressive web apps are making it come up. Yep. But you wouldn't say they're taking over native. Probably not. I'd say eventually they'll probably get 50-50. Do I think I'll ever get into machine learning? Yeah. I don't know. I think machine automation would be cooler than machine learning. Do I listen to music while programming? If it has words, I'll listen to music with words if I know what I'm doing. Like if I already know how to solve the problem, if I have to think it through, music with no words, like piano. I really like movie soundtracks, like Pirates of the Caribbean, James Bond soundtrack, anything like Inception, the Batman stuff. That's my favorite. You write a custom cover for every job? You don't necessarily need to do that. Kyle, it looks like you got what's going on. Why don't you send me your stuff, dude? Send me your stuff. Where does one begin with the free code bootcamp? Which one? You talking about Lambda School? Dropped out of computer science. What's the fastest route to get a job? I would say bootcamp. Lower chest. Yeah, decline bench press, but he said push-ups. Who is a developer I really look up to? I don't know. My CTO is pretty smart. Your designs are bad, but you're applying to front end. Are you screwed? Nah. Front end developers and designers are two different things. Way different things. Like, I know a good design, but I can't create one, or at least not yet. Grant Cardone says 32 units. You know how much money? The problem is like, all right, just get 450K to put down on 32 units. No big deal. Just ask your family. What if you don't have a family? Like, what if your family has no money? List of CS jobs that people don't know about. Data engineer. I don't know. I don't have a CS degree. Asking your boss for a better raise. Yeah, you need to come in with paper and pen and have a list of things, like a list of things that you've done to improve the company's value. Josh in the house, what's up, dude? How do I have time to program and make YouTube videos? I don't have the time. I make the time. That's the thing. And it's easy to say that I don't have the time, but you got to make it. If you're already receiving a degree, is coding bootcamp worth looking into? Yeah, because computer science concepts and co-bootcamp concepts are... Co-bootcamp is application to the job world. Computer science is theory and theoretical, and maybe you'll invent something neat, I guess. Oh, did it take me a while to get comfortable in front of the camera to talk about my experience and give advice? I don't feel comfortable in front of the camera, ever. I film my videos at least 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Yeah. I think it's possible to be successful by being 100% self-taught. Yeah, of course. Go watch my video with Katie. She's totally self-taught. She makes way more money. How do you deal with depression? You have to work through it. You have to move through. Accept. Be just aware that you're depressed and work through it. You don't have to try and get rid of it. Do you the stuff on the live stream? Yeah, just send it to my email. My email's in the description, Kyle. Go ahead, send it there. Great videos. Thanks for being awesome. Hey, you thanks for being awesome, Jeremy. I appreciate that. And then there was one other person that said thanks for doing what I do. Kevin McKay. Thanks, dude. Thanks for hanging out, and I appreciate the compliment. I hopefully you can walk away with something. How do you gamble crypto? Yeah, I think you just own crypto. People skills or programming skills, they're both important. I can't say what's more important. Depends on your job responsibilities. How tough is it to get up at 4 a.m.? It's tough. It's like it's like going to sleep early, forcing yourself to go to sleep early. You know how tough that is? And you're just like, I'm not tired. I want to do stuff. And then you have to lay in bed. What's a good pickup line? I don't know. Like, do you do karate because your body is kicking? I don't know. Let's see. How do you know when I start streaming? Click on the little bell or something. I film my video 5 times. I do the intro 4, 5, 6 times. I just cut it. I cut a lot. Discord or YouTube bell. Yeah, click the YouTube bell and you should get notifications. I'm really awkward in front of the camera. It's really hard to look at a lens and talk to it like it's a person. Pickup line. Does this rag smell like chloroform? David, you appreciate how I level up programming. Well, I mean, I hope that you can get something out of it. How do you set up a good schedule to get what you want done? Just because you have a schedule doesn't mean you're going to hold yourself to it. Great hair. What brand of shampoo do I use? I don't even know. I think it's like Suave or something. Is that sarcasm? Just to let you guys know, for you guys talking about depression, I have been there, right? So if you want to talk about it, shoot me an email. Right. That's a bad pickup line. You should probably not say that. I would go work out. That's how you deal with depression. Go work out. It's a chemical imbalance with your serotonin levels. Just be aware of that. Have I tried TensorFlow? No, I don't know enough yet. Am I buying more crypto while it's cheap right now? Yeah, no. Nope, I think I'm down like 80%, so pass. Am I going to review Udacity? I'd like to. I reached out to them. I would like to have access to something. Yeah. You filmed your first video today and you hated it. Hey, that's okay. You don't have to like it to click the publish button. You know how weird it was to edit my very first video and have to listen to my voice say the same thing 25 times, and my girlfriend was here and she's walking around and she can hear me editing my video where I'm saying the same sentences and I'm cutting and slicing and dicing, and it's just, oh my God. How to stay motivated when the companies that are coming for campus placement are only asking for data structures? Wait, what? I guess you would learn data structures and get good at that. What kind of math do I know? How has it helped me in my career? Yeah, I learned a whole bunch of math. Differential equations, calculus 1 to 3, statics and dynamics, physics, chemical math. Like, I don't know, I learned a whole bunch of stuff, and the only thing I use is trigonometry and algebra occasionally. That's it. Oh, okay, maybe a derivative every now and then. That's it. But no integrals. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, in one of my past videos, I left the takes unedited. You're right. I mean, I'm awkward. And then I re-uploaded that because I saw that and I was like, yep, well, that's bad. Am I naturally introverted? Depends on the time of day. It depends on if I have worked out that day. I don't know. It depends. Why did I choose mechanical engineering? Because my family. They were like, just get mechanical engineering. It's a safe job with a safe company, and you'll have a nice, safe, comfortable, safe. Like, that's it. And I was like, okay. And you make good money. Okay. But I don't want to do that. Like, I don't care about safe. Like, I don't want to live my whole life just wishing I did stuff. Like, I've asked my grandparents. I was like, look, grandparents, if you could go back in time and do more things, what would you do? Well, I would travel more. Well, would you work at the same company? Do you wish that you spent more time in the office? And not one old person that I've ever talked to said, you know what, I really wish I spent more time at the office. Like, are you kidding me? And so I use that as motivation and fuel for the fire. What else we got here? Udacity launched a course where you take it now, pay later. Yeah, the deferred stuff is getting popular now. Have I tried linear algebra? I had to take that, yeah. Your only experience is illegal. You're trying to get a job, but you have a crap resume. What do you mean? Why is it illegal? No one has to know that it's illegal. All they care about is your portfolio, my friend. You took money under the table, okay. Why are you telling people that? Don't tell people that. Just put it on your resume and show the code. I don't know. I don't think John Ross. I'm not sure if a master's degree is worth it anymore. There's a lot of people with masters that can't even get jobs because they don't have any experience. Never trade your time with money. Only trade it for performance. Don't trade your time for money. Trade a product for money. Trade something that you can sell and multiply for money. How do you deal with social anxiety? You force yourself to do things that you hate to do, and it sucks. And I'm not saying that it, like, they say it gets easier. Like, well, some days it's easier. Like, the doggos are in the in the other room with the girlfriend. Really inspiring. Gonna go to bed. And Kenny, good night. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for spending your Tuesday. How do you find a waifu? You swipe your credit card enough times to where she commits. RussianWives.com maybe. You shot me an email? Okay, let me look at my phone. I don't have it yet. Oh, it just buzzed. Got it, Kyle. You have an English degree and can't find a job. That seems pretty self-explanatory. Don't get an English degree. How much should you charge for making a website? Depends on how big the website is. How? Show them the mead merch, what they see it, play what? I can't read that. How much should you charge? Yeah, I read that one. To school or not to school? Yeah, probably skip. You don't need school to be educated. What Asian background is my girlfriend? She's a Vietnamese and French. 75 people. Hey, I would appreciate it if you click the thumbs up button and that matches this video with my other videos. 5 pages. How much should you charge for that? Well, what's on those pages? Does it have a back end? Do they need to log in? Do they need to log out? I don't know. $500 sounds like a good, reasonable rate. Taking applied computer science. Will it look good on your resume or self-taught? I mean, stuff looks good on your resume, but looking good and getting the job are two separate things, you know? You can have a great resume, but it doesn't mean you're going to get the job. It just means that you get a chance to talk with somebody. Can you still use var? Only use var. Don't even use ES6. It's garbage. What's the hardest concept for me to learn? I think recursion is a little bit tricky. Constructors and prototypes can get tricky, and then, I don't know, they still confuse me. I always gotta look stuff up. James, you're off. Have a good one, man. A degree is a great checkbox. It's a great little qualifier, but it doesn't mean that, like, I don't know. It means that you're leaning on something for credibility. Some external thing you're leaning on, right? If you have your own portfolio, you're leaning on your own skills. What suggestions do I have for JavaScript projects? Make a chat application. Make a quiz application. Make something that they can log in. You're off to dinner. Catch you later. All right. Later, dudes. Kim.com. Any opinions on Kim.com? Yeah, he's from Finland originally. He made the Mega site, Mega Upload or whatever. I don't know. I think he's like, what is it? House arrest? Bonjour. Hello. Merci. Thank you. Your site made $500,000 in 2 years, but you can't show them a marijuana site. Would you like... Dude, they don't care if your site's marijuana. Also, marijuana is not illegal in California, Colorado, or in a bunch of other states. So, I don't think they care. I mean, maybe don't do it for like a religious organization. They might not like that. But I don't think, in general, they care. Do you use recursive function? Not really. I do front-end stuff. There's pre-built stuff that I mess with that has recursion, but I don't create it. Eat more mass gainer. I don't know if mass gainer works, but it's basically just eat more calories than you burn. It's just math. John Morris? No, I don't. The next thing that I'm looking to learn, I would say public speaking. That's probably not what you want to hear, but I would say public speaking, the ability to think better on the see this is what I'm talking about. To think better on like off the top of my head, stuff like that. I mean, not like if you're talking about code related, Raspberry Pi, 3D printing. Yardman, have you tried getting different genetics? Do I like math? I don't know. It's okay. What's the difference between React and React Native? React Native is for mobile. React is for web apps, typically. Do I have opinions on an H-1B visa? I mean, that's what you need to get a job in the United States working for a company, or to be sponsored, as they say. Well, let's see. If you want to gain weight, yeah. Toastmasters? Okay. 6-hour interview with a company you applied where you're... Any reason why it would be so long? Yeah, they're just going to talk to you about what they're doing. They're going to show you what they're working on. They might ask you some questions about what they're working on. Like, I'm sure they'll have something where they'll be like, hey, how would you solve this, Tidril? What would your approach on this be? And be sure to ask them a bunch of questions about that application. Be like, what would I be doing on this? Could I see this? Or could I see this? Or how does this work with this? Even if you're not interested, be interested. Craig, are you heckling? You feel like you're heckling. Yeah, you're heckling, but it's okay. Best advice for beginners. I can't tell you anything code related. I'm just going to say that when you first start, you're going to get stuck and you're going to get frustrated, and that's okay. Just keep coming back even when you don't feel like it, and that's easy to say, but how long does it take to hear back after you apply? I would say a couple weeks. It's pretty typical. When did I start taking coding seriously? When I wanted to get out of my mechanical engineering job and I realized this is going to be the rest of my life. It was bad. You're going to do a Udacity course? All right, dude, do it. Any advice for creating a separate Bitcoin wallet? I don't know how to do that. Creating a separate Bitcoin wallet for each user that signs up on your site. I wouldn't manage that. That seems like a large security risk on your end. You need to have those wallets managed, like backed up on hardware. That's just a lot of risk that you don't need to do. Why don't I like mechanical engineering? It's the worst. The mechanical engineering company culture is the actual worst. What's up, dude? Eladio, how's it going, man? How much do I make a year from strictly programming? My salary pays $75,000. It's no secret. I've made a video about it. Do I still game on consoles? Yeah, but only for Halo. Did I go through Lambda program? No, but the guy who taught me how to teach or taught me how to code at my bootcamp, the teacher at my bootcamp Dev Mountain, he quit Dev Mountain and he became the CTO, co-founder of Lambda School, and so that's how it's so easy for me to talk to them. If I had 100 million, what would I do with it? I would invest it and live off the interest, and then I'd buy my family a house and a car and let my parents retire. I would come take all you guys and chat out to dinner. I don't know, we'd go grab some pizza or something. I don't know. I just have to give it back. I don't care about the amount of money as long as I can just give back and pay my bills and have some fun. Get a pilot's license maybe. I don't know. What was wrong with mechanical engineering culture? Yeah, it sucks. It's because you have to wear business casual and you have to you can't work remote mainly. There's a lot of jobs. There's a lot of good old boys culture. It's not who you know, it's who you blow. What do I like about programming? It's creative. People use the things that you create, and that's pretty satisfying, except when it sucks. Thoughts on free code camp? Definitely do it. It's all text-based, right? It's a good place to practice your algorithms. Hi, bro. What's up, dude? Thanks for the Python goodness in the interviews. Hey, you're welcome. I hope they've been helpful. We'll probably do some more Python tomorrow. Why quit engineering? It's boring. I don't like it. It's not a conducive culture to me. I don't fit in. Coding's like an art. I mean, it's like a nerd form of art. So you get to create things, people use it. You have to think critically to solve problems. It's probably one of the only things where you can create something on a day-to-day basis and get paid a lot of money to do it, and people use it. Besides, engineering makes stuff too, right? But on a day-to-day basis. You buy a huge range and rescue dogs from shelters. In Utah, it's a no-kill state. So every shelter, every single shelter that has dogs in Utah is no-kill. What stack do I use at work? Is .NET, ASP.NET. Got accepted into Lambda part-time? Snow, you're the man. You did it. Congratulations. Best of luck. Let me know if I can do anything else for you or if you got any questions. Hiraki, what's up, dude? What stack do I? Yeah, I answered that. What advice? Software CS major. I've never gone to CS. I would say stop learning Java and start learning something applicable to work. Yeah, there's Java jobs, but branch out. Thoughts on learning multiple languages? It's a very popular concept. There's actually a term for it. It's called like mass learning or something. Mass something. So basically, the whole point of behind learning different languages at one time is that syntax in one language might confuse you, and it might make sense in the other language. And if you can make sense of it in one language but not the other, it's easier for your brain to convert that rather than getting stuck and forcing yourself to understand something. You applied for Lambda data science, but they never got back to you. Apply again. Short-term, long-term goals. Short-term, work for myself. Long-term, become a filmmaker and be part of the Marvel filmmaking team, or visual effects probably. I really like visual effects. If I had unlimited money, I would make video games, be a pilot, visual effects, and make movies. I would still code, but I don't know. C++ applicable? Yeah, it is. It's old. It's for gaming. Wow, what do you mean stop learning Java? I mean, stop learning Java and learn JavaScript and Python. Learn some popular stuff. Advice on dealing with ADD without taking amphetamines. I'm going to tell you some really tree hugger stuff. Meditation, my friend. Become aware of your thoughts. Recently changed your major to network specialist. Originally going for programming. Any advice when it comes to networking? I guess meet a lot of people. I'm just kidding. I don't know too much about it. I don't want to give you false info. How am I teaching myself visual effects? I have a lot of subscriptions to different YouTube channels that do visual effects, or usually I'll see something in a movie that I thought was cool and how I could integrate that into real life or like regular life, and then I'll try and replicate it. I mean, Java's still used. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Java's what they teach in computer science, but that's not necessarily where all the jobs are, so you're doing yourself a disservice by only learning that one thing. Thoughts on blogging? Yeah, it's hard to do now. You need a brand first before you can blog. You can't blog and expect people to come to you because the internet's too big now. Do I use the Pomodoro technique? Sometimes. If I can remember to do it. Otherwise, I just set timers on my phone all the time. 3 years away from computer science. You're thinking about taking 2 semesters off, complete a boot camp. Absolutely, do both. This is what you need to do, J-Mobs. You need to take 2 months off or 2 semesters off, and you need to do the code boot camp, and then you need to get a job and go back to school and get your job to pay for your degree. Ian, what's up? The last week and a half, I don't know, we've just been doing lots of Python, been talking about Lambda School, interviewing people from there. Gym question, you played tennis your whole life. Your left arm is significantly weaker than your right arm. I would say go to thehub.com or go to the red.tube and practice with your other arm. There you go. What's Pomodoro? Pomodoro is where you work 25 minutes, take 5 minutes off, 25 minutes, 5 minutes off, and then 15 minutes off after doing that 4 times. What way can you learn Python? There's lots of ways. Craig, you keep saying that, and then you don't sign up. You're like, I'm signing up for the Patreon, and then you don't do it. I don't get it. When will mass education move online? I don't know. There's certain things you don't want to do online. Like, I wouldn't want a surgeon to be able to become a surgeon online. I'd need him to go in a classroom and throw, and see him remove organs and stuff. You have to wait on paychecks. You can't keep waiting on paychecks if you keep sending me your EBT money. Go to the P-Hub. My channel is growing up. Maybe. Tips for, let's see. Tips for landing an entry-level job. Yeah, don't limit yourself to entry-level jobs. That's the problem that everyone makes. Everyone types in junior, whatever, entry-level, whatever. Don't do that. Apply for, if it says 3 years experience, it doesn't matter. So I think people won't hire you because you're Brazilian. I don't think that's a I don't think that's a problem at all. I didn't know that people aren't hiring you, so you're assuming that, number one. Should you poop on company time? I mean, absolutely. Why else do you go to the office? You just didn't see it? Okay, good. The check's in the mail. All right. What is Agile? It's a methodology. You signed up for Patreon? I appreciate that. I know. I'm just giving you shit. Cognitive services, C# projects I've done? I haven't done that. Huh, Craig, that's a good one. Your only concern is that you read the percentage of graduates getting a job offer after bootcamp is low. You signed up for one at the UCSD. Hope the skills learned will get me a better. Yeah, don't. Okay, so J Mobes, here's if it doesn't have a guarantee, if there's no guarantee that you get your money back when you graduate and don't get a job within 6 months, do not go. If there's no tuition deferred program, which means you don't pay anything until you get a job, don't go. Like if it says, hey, great, this is what we teach you, and we have a great career services and support team, don't go. They're all bullshit. Don't go to anything that doesn't have a guarantee because they're not required to invest in you at that point, right? They don't care. They have no responsibility to hold themselves to the highest state-of-the-art technology if there's no guarantee, right? Do not go. I would say if there's a lot of boot camps now partnering with like colleges. There's one that partners with the University of Utah, and they are leaning on the University of Utah for credibility, right? They offer no degree. They have a career services department. They don't display how many people get hired after they're done. But they're leaning on, well, we're endorsed by the University of Utah. University of Utah doesn't know what they're doing, right? They're a college. They don't care. You send several resumes every week. You should send several resumes every day. Gotta go later, Arman. Thanks for the donation earlier. How do you make your recruitment process wait, hold on. Let me read the other ones. Would I ever live code? You feel at this stage? Yeah, I do live code. We've been doing Python from Team Treehouse where I try to solve their stuff. Yeah, so the U of U, it's for profit. Like, everything they do is for profit. So, do not go to something. Yeah, so Mobes, don't go to something without a degree. Or there's just too many that do. And so you have to wonder this. Why is a university partnering with a boot camp? Why doesn't the university just integrate the boot camp curriculum into their actual computer science program? Because that seems like it would do the students more of a service than having both. But why do that when you can charge for double computer science and boot camp and make double the money? It's bullshit. Don't do it. Anyways, gets me fired up. Because I just know so many people that have gotten taken advantage of by like for-profit stuff. Ugh. Right? They're like predatory. Just a money grab. All right. You talk a lot about Lambda and graduates and boot camps, but let's pretend you own a business. How do you make your recruitment process efficient? What do you mean, efficient? I mean, you have to take a risk. Also, congratulations on getting the iOS, and thank you for using my link. Let me know if you have any other questions. Best source for pen testing? I've never done it. I can't tell you, but there's probably people in my Discord that can, so go ahead and join that. Antonio, hello. People still use Java with some front-end technologies? I don't know. I've never used Java. Why is CSS so dumb? Because it's CSS. Your last interview video, you went to the student Slack channel? Nice, dude. Why is software engineer a keep learning field when all these languages are 17 years old? They're not all of them are 17 years old. Susanna, hello, welcome. Efficient in the sense that you're taking on the correct people. You have to filter. Lambda School has a filter, right? You have to take a code test. You have to do an interview. There's a certain amount of risk in anything, but you need to filter out the people that you think that are going to make your return. Do repetitive questions annoy me? Nah. That's so small, right? Repetitive questions are such a small thing in life. For me to get annoyed, to let someone's question that happens to be a duplicate of some other question they probably didn't see annoy me, means that I have like a very small emotional control area. Oh, okay. I'm saying don't go to boot camps that don't offer some sort of guarantee. Like if you don't get a job, they can't guarantee you a job, but they can say, hey, we'll give you your money back if you don't after 6 months or whatever. Or they say, hey, you don't pay anything until you do get a job, which means it's their job. Like it's in the company's best interest to get you a job if they want their money back. You're doing free code camp. You're not actually learning. You're just copying and pasting. Yeah, everyone copies and pastes at first. It'll start to click. Just keep doing it. American education system is college equivalent to university. Yeah, college and university are the same here. Can you hit me up on Discord for a new one? Yeah, dude, I got you. Hold on. If you want a new lifting routine, Ian, got you, fam. I work out 5 days. Sometimes 6, but usually 5. It's hard to get a job. If you know how to code, it's not a problem. What should you do to prepare to the Lambda part-time? If you're already in, I don't know if you're in. I forget. What should every programmer do each day? Meditate. Where do I see software development? Oh, do I see it becoming oversaturated? Actually, it's quite the opposite, CeeLo. There was a study that was done that said Amazon is hiring so many software graduates right now that in the next 5 years there will be more jobs at Amazon alone than computer science graduates. Most rare programming language you have to look that people use in some boot camps, probably like, I don't know, I would say Ruby. You're not in it. Okay, so you need to know arrays, objects, loops, for each loops. Yeah. You tried to find that Amazon study and you couldn't find it. It's not a study, okay? It was like a personal anecdote. I'm sorry for the misinformation. It was a personal anecdote by a credible source that works there. Don't I need more rest days to let your muscles grow? It depends on the day. Kyle, thank you for the €5. I appreciate that, man. Is web developer a software engineer? Yeah, but if you say that to a software engineer, they're going to get all mad and tell you that you're not. There's no way you can be a web developer that thinks they're a programmer. Mom, I don't want the bagels. Mom, because they live in their mom's basement, right? Because they're a bunch of neckbeards. And they just harass people online. Last money in the bank. You didn't have to give me that, Kyle. Go take it back. Yeah, you looked up Full Sail and noticed that some of the professors were selling the same courses that were going to cost arms and legs for $200. Yep. Korean. Yep. I know that's Korean characters because Korean has a bunch of circles. Yeah, Full Sail is a for-profit university similar to ITD Tech. One of my sister's boyfriends went to ITD Tech for game development. I don't know how you get a bachelor's degree in 1.5 years in game development because, like, number one, what does that even mean? Is that the code part? Is that the networking part? Is that the animation part? Is that the art part? Like, what part is that? Is it the marketing part? Like, anyways, they're for profit, so you can't speak Korean. That's a lot of question marks. No. Is this about to end? We'll stay for a few more minutes. Bitcoin, thanks, man. Thanks for the donation train. Hey, look, watch the money. It's going to fall in the tip jar. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Oh, for web design development? Hey, that's good. That's more legitimate. And let's see. Yeah, 2 years working a job is going to put you way ahead in terms of salary and experience than going to school for 2 years. Just keep in mind. Does my lady ever get mad that I don't spend enough time with her? I don't care if she gets mad because this is my path. This is my dream. This is what keeps me happy. When I'm happy, she's happy, right? So be mad. I don't care. I mean, I spend time with her, but she knows that this is every woman likes to see their man on their path, okay? So she knows I'm doing work, and it'll pay off. And if she chooses to support me during this time, we'll go on a vacation for a month or something later. You want to learn Python, but you're disadvantaged being in the military? Oh, that's an excuse. Don't do that. Oh wait, I guaranteed you'll get a job program. Wait, hold on. Do I freelance, approach small businesses in my neighborhood, blind like Coding Face, to build an income stream outside of work? Prodigious. I have a video where I talk about how to freelance. I didn't know he was doing that. Did he watch my video? I have a video where I walked down to the end of the street and went to the deli and said, I was like, hey, do you guys need a new website? And they were like, no, get out. And she looked like she was going to chase me out with a shotgun. And I was like, all right, I'll come back when the owner's here. And so I came back, and I really didn't want to. And he's like, yeah, that sounds good. I was like, cool. Scared about not getting into boot camp? It doesn't matter. Don't be scared, man. What's on the other side of your fear? What? Like you don't get in? Okay, so then what? Practice. Apply again. Should you learn from Treehouse? I mean, there's a trial, so you can try the trial, and if you don't like it, just end it. Udemy versus Udacity versus Treehouse. Okay, they're very different business models. Udemy is one course at a time for usually $10. Udacity has like a pay-as-you-go program, or I think it's like $800, like a boot camp. And Treehouse is like a monthly fee with Udemy. Like it's like an all-access pass to Udemy courses for $25 a month. PC specs: 1080 SLI, 64 gigs of RAM, 1950X AMD Ryzen Threadripper. Is it possible to get a dev job if you didn't graduate and didn't go to boot camp? 100%. I have a video on that. Her name is Katie. She's a self-taught developer. And yeah. Yeah, 1080 SLI. You guys want to see? I'll show you my RGB RAM for no reason. RAM that no one needs. So here we go. We got 64 gigs of RAM. We got the 1080 and the other here. There's one 1080 and we got another 1080 and then there's here we can open it up, and then we got the liquid cooler here. Are they G Skills? Yeah, they are Corsair. That RAM is expensive. It was RGB RAM, and it was approximately $1,000. Just for the RAM. You are rich. That is not true. I have just been collecting. So then we got the RGB keyboard. And we got this, and we got the triple monitor setup so you can see the stream. Monitor number 2 over here with the Discord. And we got monitor number 3 over here. All right, what else? So the RAM is a business expense. I will be writing that off in the, at the end of the year because it's for editing video. I need it to be able to edit video. IPS? No, they're not IPS. I have two 1080s, and then this one is a 1440 at 144 hertz. Do you need to know Ligma? Absolutely, you need to know Ligma. Don't get a case of the Ligma, though. Don't die. Which Cherry MX keys? These are browns. Now on the hunt for some boot camps that offer deferred tuition where you pay. So, all right, look, obviously I'm going to say Lambda School, JMobs, and then I'm going to say Thinkful offers something similar, and then I think Udacity offers something now too. Are you going to organize a Josh Fluke meet in a gym somewhere in 2019? I don't know who would come. If you guys want to come, yeah, we'll go work out. Why are senior developers? I don't necessarily know if that's true. I think assholes are just assholes. I don't think you need to be a senior developer to be an asshole. I think you just be a normal person. Do I attend any local in-person meetups or groups? I used to host a Bitcoin meetup, but I haven't done that in a while because Bitcoin kind of crashed and people stopped coming. If I were offered the option to work remote or relocate, yeah, I'm going to work remote all day. I'm not coming to your office. I hate offices. I hate cubicles. I don't know. There's not an amount of money that you could pay me to come into a cubicle. Bitcoin crashed. When it came down from 19,000, I don't know if you were there. The whole market died when it was at like 753 million, and then it just died. Or billion, I think it was. We're all like, we're going to hit $1 trillion this year with crypto, and it didn't work. Yeah, so I bought Ethereum at $1,400. I bought one Ethereum, and now it's worth like $350 or something ridiculous. Doesn't feel good. Flask or Django? I can't say. Probably Django. Yeah, so a lot of companies you applied for are in Amsterdam, and that country is beautiful. So I would say that if you're working remote, you could go to Amsterdam and work. Why do you have to go to an office in Amsterdam? Why not work from your hotel? Like, there's no reason. If you can work remote, you can live wherever you want. So relocating is pointless, you know? Okay. Ian, I do remember that time. And today I was at the office for like 15 hours. Dieting tip. Should we cut out all sodas? I like diet soda, right? Diet soda, it increases your insulin sensitivity, and what that does is increases your cravings for sugar. But I'm used to drinking diet soda, right? And so, I mean, yeah, I want to eat snacks and stuff now, but I ignore that, and it's fine. Why are Finn girls such thoughts? I don't know. Something. I don't know. They're hot. They're hot thoughts. That's for sure. How old am I? I'm 28. 15. Yeah, I was there from 5 a.m. this morning to about 6 o'clock. So 13 hours. My gym is like 5 minutes away. I haven't gone there. I think they close at 11, so I'm going to go here soon. You hate people. Are you screwed? No, you don't have to like people to be a developer. That's okay. What did my life look at 23? Oh, man, that's the best question, Art. It's like all night. I played a lot of PlanetSide 2. I was going through a divorce at the time. That sucked. What else? I was playing a lot of WoW, playing Monk class. Where am I from? I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I was living on the Russian border, contemplating my life choices, wondering if this is what marriage is, and we only do it twice a week. I don't know if I can live the rest of my life doing this. And we've only been married for like a year. Oh man, that was bad. Bring back the WoW videos. I need to get the new expansion first. Have I ever taken a drug? I have not. I'm from the ATL. Yeah, I'm from Marietta. You know where Marietta's at if you live in the ATL. I don't drink alcohol. It makes me feel sick. I don't do drugs. I'm pretty... How have I changed since divorce? Yeah, so that's a loaded question. I would say I'll never get married again. I don't really believe in love anymore. It's just a bunch of brain chemicals. Make you feel nice for a little while. Wears off. Do you like pickles? I love pickles. I like fried pickles. All right, I have not. Yeah, so if you guys want to be sticklers about it, yeah, then sure. Then I've tested out like nootropics. Caffeine is a nootropic. You know. Would I consider having a gaming channel? Yeah, I just don't know who would watch it. Who would watch a gaming channel? Press 1 if you'd watch a gaming channel. I am prepared to see approximately 1-1. Kyle says, I just smoke because it helps my depression and anxiety. Why don't you lift weights and meditate instead? See? No one wants to see a gaming channel. How long do you think it takes on average to be hireable from just starting? I would say 3 months minimum. A year. 3 months to a year. Yeah, lots of traffic. So I went to Southern Polytech. You know where that's at, Marietta? Would I ever consider taking any of the legal equivalents of Adderall? Nah, I don't want to mess with anything that touches my serotonin or dopamine. Why didn't I go to Georgia Tech? Because I don't want to work at Google. Why do I always sound like I'm held at gunpoint? This was the voice I was cursed with. That's hilarious. No one's ever said that before. I think I'm going to remember that. You're going to be like one of those people. How did I end up in Utah? It's the first job that I got after college, and they paid for me to come here. Gym 6 days a week, no mental health progress from that. Yeah, so gym is good, but try meditation. Meditation, you ignored 5 of my questions. I don't think I ignored 5 of them. I saw a lot of comments. I couldn't tell if you were responding to me or someone else. Did I play Hello Kitty Island Adventure? No, I play Penguin. Penguin? Club Penguin? How many hours do I spend coding every day? Depends on the day. What is this? It's a live stream on my channel where we do I really sound like I'm held at gunpoint? See, you got me, fam. Got me thinking about that. What age are you at rounded? What? I'm 28 years old. Now it's KSU. Oh yeah, so the only reason they merged Southern Polytech with KSU is because Southern Polytech was a sausage party and KSU had all the hot chicks and they needed that diversity, so they merged it. Kind of nervous sounding. That's just my voice. Why don't I want to work at Google? I would rather own a company like Google than work for Google. I want to work for myself. That's the problem. I don't want to be an employee. I want to be an employer. I don't want to climb the corporate ladder. I want to own the corporate ladder. You know what I mean? It's just some people, they like doing it the typical way, but I feel like it's my responsibility to provide for myself. So I want to try and do it myself. I just sound like low energy. Well, I was at the office all day. Your love life. I have a girlfriend. Ignores questions. Am I bi? Wait, what? Nah. I like girls. But if you do you. Craig, be quiet. It's messed up, man. This is the belt. That was this comment, Craig. All right. Is it good to know a bit of Sketch, Zeppelin, and Webflow? Yeah, I know. You definitely want to know some Sketch. Zeppelin's also good for workflow. Utah Code Meetup, dude, let's go. I don't know. There's like a whole lot of people that are, yeah, I don't know. Josh, the type of dude to eat a jar of mayo for breakfast? Wait, maybe if I'm on keto. I don't like mayo that much. If Google have you an offer today, don't even say you wouldn't take it. I had a Google recruiter reach out to me for an interview, and I haven't messed with it. I'm just not interested in working for someone and taking orders. I just want to work for myself. It's nothing against anyone. Some people want to do it, some people don't. What is this live stream about? It's about my channel. Where I live. Wait, what? When did I start coding? I was 25. I wanted to work remote and get out of my mechanical engineering job. Do I freelance? No, I have a salary job. And they all know my goal is to be self-employed, but they don't care. Like, they're entrepreneurs themselves, and for them to see someone work, like, I work there, right? And I gain knowledge from them, and I ask them questions, and I do good work for them, but they know that my end goal is to work for myself. So it's like, they don't care. Low key, you look like a snack. It doesn't sound very low key when you put that in a chat of 79 people. That sounds high key. Do I think the reason you don't get employed is because you're 17? No one cares about your age. Don't put your age. Do you get lonely as remote? No, I don't. I have adjusted being alone. I do very well when I'm alone. I think this is my opinion on happiness. I think you're truly happy if you can be alone by yourself and be comfortable. You know, if you're comfortable and content when you're alone by yourself and no one's around you, then I'd say that you're doing all right. Lonely, it seems like a lack of self-confidence. You love my content, but you haven't watched the video yet. Hey, that's okay. 26, finished bootcamp. Website recommendations to keep learning. Hit up some advanced stuff. Maybe Egghead.io would be good. Do you play Fortnite? No, I don't play Fortnite. I'd rather try and make Fortnite. Why would I consume? You're either a creator or a consumer, and I try to be a creator. What non-tech books have I enjoyed reading? Oh man, The War of Art, Millionaire Fastlane, 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, Mastery by Robert Greene, The Obstacle is the Way, The Daily Stoic. Man, that's a bunch. Do I lack confidence? I don't care what other people think of me, so I'm not like loud and charismatic because I don't feel like I have to be something that I'm not, and that's just not how I am. But I was at work all day today, and then I did some more work on my website. How do you answer you don't know the answer to? You say that I don't know the answer to this, but would you like to see me speculate? Do I play video games? Yeah, I like video games. Which Lambda cohort am I in? I'm not in Lambda. I just shadow Lambda because Ben Nelson, the CTO, was my bootcamp teacher. I've already gone to a bootcamp. So I reached out and yeah. Okay, not playing Fortnite doesn't justify it. Yeah, so my time is more valuable than playing Fortnite. I'm just going to be honest. Thanks for your time. You enjoyed it. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for your time. A video of book recommendations. Yeah, sure. What do I think of college? I think education is important. School is not important. How late are you? You're pretty late, Mark, to be honest. What's better, pizza or hamburger? Can we put the hamburger on the pizza? Who influences me? I like Tom Bilyeu, Casey Neistat, other filmmakers I enjoy a lot. A lot of actors I enjoy. Am I cutting or bulking? I'm not. I'm not either of those. Can we just call it a recomp? Wait, you're a consumer when it comes to books, but not games. Chris, if you would like to play the stickler, then yes. Like, I consume things that like progress my knowledge or things that I can learn from or improve or use to improve, right? Come on now. Do I like Marvel? Yeah. A link to my website? I don't have one. It expired. You know, the average CEO reads 1 book a week, and I try to read 2 books a week. I don't want to be average. That's the worst. Did I watch Daniel Marsh? No. What did you learn from Overwatch? I think Hanzo was lacking in mobility, so I think it was great that he got a buff. I learned that. Anime? Nah. So is consumption for entertainment wrong? I mean, you gotta relax and take a break. I understand that. I say you either create or consume, but I try to create. I didn't say I always do that. Code Course? I've never looked at Code Course. You bet this dude is bronze. I think I'm almost diamond. Hey from Argentina. Hola. Bienvenidos. Is there a live schedule? I don't have a live schedule, Mark. Josh, the type of guy to make a site for the profit and never go on it. Why would I make the site and never go on it? If I can film videos, I can edit videos, I can make websites. Why wouldn't I just do all of it? JoshPOV.com. Look it up. I'm just kidding. That's not a site. Don't look that up. League? Nah, I don't play. I try to avoid cancer. Have I played Rainbow Six? Yeah, that's pretty fun. All right. Am I a CEO of something? I'm a CEO of my own LLC that I have, yeah. What do I think about that stack? It looks pretty standard. I would do it. What types of film? I think action and adventure. What LLC is that? It's my personal LLC that I have that I take my money. What do I think of the YouTube algorithm? It's a little unfair. I just opened the LLC like 2 days ago, so it's not really worth talking about. Roman says, that's funny. Do I even lift? Yeah, 5 days a week. How long should you try a problem before looking at the answer? I think it depends on how long you can get away with it. But you know, don't get stuck. I think you should maybe like an hour and a half max. Can I get my boss to pay my LLC so I can pay corporate taxes versus income tax? Yeah, that's not the way it works because he gets a tax discount for me being an employee because he has a corporation. So him doing that would not make sense. He would want his tax breaks before he gives me my tax break as an employee, you know what I mean? So, you know, money that I make elsewhere goes to the LLC so that I can business expense stuff. Favorite food? I'm a basic. I like hot wings, pizza, fried pickles. How can I put up with all the BS the idiots are sending me? I don't know. They just want their answers. It's my duty to provide answers, even if they're on the spectrum. I can't imagine spending my evenings on someone else's live stream and then asking really dumb questions. Because number one, I feel like he just wouldn't answer my question. And then number two, like, what am I doing? Am I getting any value out of this? If you're not getting any value, I don't want you to be here, right? I want you to be able to walk away with something. Thanks for the hard work. Good night. Have a good night. Signed up for the intro course. Cool, man. That's awesome. Favorite healthy food? I like baked bell peppers. Have I read The Alchemist? No. Should you buy V-Bucks or Call of Duty Black Ops? You should do neither of those and spend that money elsewhere to progress on something. Cam.com is creating decentralized internet within the next couple of years. I think there's already a bunch of other people doing that. It's just a race to who will get there first. Blogging about your current project and linking the blog in your portfolio will help you stand out when applying. No, not really. You need other people besides who the... If you're making a blog and you're linking it on your portfolio, that's great. But you need people to like read that and endorse it, or you're not going to get any credibility. Can you get away without having a LinkedIn? No. A lot of jobs ask for LinkedIn now. Any sign of a day in the office vid? We could try to do a day in the office. Maybe not when my CTO is in town. I inspire you to code every day. Hey man, go do it. Roman says, I'm the type of guy that sleeps with the lights on and sleeps with a teddy bear. Josh is the type of guy that pees on the side of the urinal so that it's not too loud and disrupting the people pooping next to him. That's real Josh. I skipped over one of my questions. My bad. Can we get an oof? Oof. How important is it to be able to reverse engineer complex algorithms or create complex expressions? Depends on the job you're applying for. Back-end jobs, you're going to find stuff like that. I know, every man does it. I'm a considerate peer. I know that people are focusing. You know, when you're having that morning constitution, some guy comes in, he just blowing up the water. Not good. That's distracting. I'm like, can you just leave? I'm trying to focus. So I don't want to be that guy. Do I like dead memes or pineapples? Why were you married to someone older? 2 to 5 years younger or bust? Because I was dumb. Morning constitution. It's a poop joke. Pineapple on pizza? Yeah, I like pineapple on pizza. I like pizza. I don't like onions. I think onions and mushrooms ruin pizza. Go ahead, you can hate me, but I think onions are just, they overpower everything. Taylor, what's up? Shower beer? Pass. I don't drink beer. This dude looks like a retired adult film star. Do I? What about me looks retired? Have I tried the pie? I love the pie. Yeah, it's so good. Small dinosaurs or cats? You need more whiteboards in your life. Favorite movie? I like James Bond. Cats or dogs? I like dogs. I'm a doggo fan. Cats don't need you. If I'm trying to solve a problem at work and the solution comes to me while I'm lifting, yeah, I'm definitely not thinking about work code problems while I'm lifting. That is the furthest thing I'm thinking of. I'm thinking about how can I work for myself? What else could I do today to improve? What book could I listen to next? What am I going to do when I get home to stop myself from playing video games? What am I going to eat? How am I going to avoid tempting myself with garbage food tonight? Like, I'm not thinking about that stuff. Okay. All right, so Roman is gone now. No video games. I play video games. I like Overwatch. I just try to make it, if I've completed everything in my day, then I'll do it. I was thinking about playing some BFA. That'd be cool. You were on the fence about me until the onion comment. Now you trust me completely. Onions are the worst. They are the worst. Bye, Timmy. Thanks for hanging out. Ever try taking cold showers to help with stress? Sometimes. Not a huge fan. Into Rocket League? Yeah, I like Rocket League. I got my Xbox controller here. Wait, what? CeeLo, why? Why do you need to know this? But I would agree that it is. It is the easiest form to receive a dopamine rush to your brain, which makes you feel like you've accomplished something, when really, I don't know. It depends on what you qualify as exercise. I suppose you could be like, got my heart rate up for the day, exercise, check. But you should probably not do that. It ruins the neural pathways in your brain that stream dopamine. So we should probably not do that too much. Hardest part of life, I would say, is having an idea that you can do something and then doing it without seeing any results. Do I play on Steam? Yeah, a PC Master Race. Can I play with viewers? Yeah, sure. So we have another person here who is wanting to spam racist words. So we'll block him. That's neat. Three favorite sports. Do I eat kale? No. That's too healthy. I don't like team sports, so I would say stuff like anything you see on the Red Bull channel, like downhill mountain bike racing, paragliding, that sort of stuff is what I like. What's the hardest complicated compile that I've dealt with? You don't have to compile JavaScript. You can block words or phrases to auto ban. I mean, most of the time we don't get a lot of tards in here, so it's okay. Zoop to soup at Olive Garden. The last time I went to Olive Garden, the only thing I ate was like the breadsticks. So yeah. Josh, let's do something. What? Do I like to travel? I love to travel. I just have a lot of jobs. Am I a rice, chicken, and broccoli kind of guy? I am like I'm a hot sauce and eggs, bacon kind of guy. Have you ever done flight sim? Yeah, I got lots of flight sim stuff. That's why I have the VR. Yeah, dude, send it over. That sounds sweet. Who cooks in the house? I cook. Where do I work? I work at I don't know. Look up my LinkedIn. It feels weird to say on stream. If you guys could do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button, I would appreciate that. What's my day job? I'm a .NET coder. Let's do some code challenges together, or maybe BFA. Do you guys want to watch me play the new WoW expansion? Press F to pay respects. Wait, you're in Vancouver? Why? Are you going to see a customer, Taylor? Did I start as a front-end dev? I started as a Ruby on Rails dev, so not really. All right, so we have approximately 8 people out of the 75 people that would like to see me play the new WoW expansion. Did I ever have a hard time coming up with a design? Nah, just go to awards. Just because change of scenery? Yeah, I need to get fully remote, but I don't know if that'll happen until I'm working for myself. What's up, Benja King? Am I going to the crypto conference in Vegas next week? I don't know. X-Plane or FSX? I have some Vive stuff, but I would go with Xplane. I think FSX has been bought out by Dovetail Games, and then they kind of turned it to crap. Bacon good or bad for you? Depends if you're on keto or not. Bacon combined with other sugary substances are bad. Do I prefer working front end or back end? I'm visual, so front end. You remote into Salt Lake City. You miss the interaction. I don't miss any interaction, right? I have other stuff I'm doing all day. You having a roadblock? That's all right, man. That's okay. 1080 Avalanche? Wait, what? Oh, yeah, exactly. Yep. Two cool projects. Go on Udemy and look up some Unity stuff. Stream has been about 2 hours. Best YouTube 2019. Here we go. Taylor, why are you going to bed so early? What kind of music do I like? I like metal. Anything but country music. I'll do bluegrass, but no country. No Georgia, Florida garbage. Georgia, Florida line with dirt roads and bumpy stuff and beer and I don't know. Drinking in the back of your truck, doing some dip, playing your guitar on moonlit nights. No, pass on anything country music. Hard pass. My favorite game? Overwatch right now. Cruising down the road. Oh God. Got a nice new Ford F-150. Ford this, Chevrolet that. Hemi this, Hemi that. Ugh. Can we not? Sweet Home Alabama is by Leonard Skinner, and I don't necessarily think they're a country music band. I think they're more of a classic rock band. What league are you in Overwatch? Almost Diamond. Do I read reviews? Yeah, I read reviews. Depends on what it is. West Virginia. Mountain Mama. Python's where it's at. I assert my opinions in that they're just opinions, and I'm a firm believer of the you do you. You drive an F-150? That's all right. What hero do I main? I like Hanzo. Hanzo, Tracer, Kyle, yes. Who's the most famous person that I've met? I think what was his name? Who was the Slim Jim guy? That guy. Remember the guy in the original? Well, not original, but the Spider-Man movie. Bonesaw, whatever his real name is. I met him before. Randy Savage, yeah, that was him. I met him. Yep. I met him at a Japanese, hibachi restaurant. That was cool. Isaac, you're entitled to your opinion. That's great. Do you have a chance getting a remote job from India here in Asia in an American? Yeah, probably as a contractor, but that's about it. Could you ask for a rant on the good and bad of .NET? I just don't like. I don't like C# that much. I don't like ASPX files. I don't like the structure of the folders. I don't know enough about Java to tell you, Edward. Opinion on biohacking? Yeah, do all the things that you can. You're just telling a truth. All right, man. I'm glad that you feel the need to say that, but enjoy your silence. No one cares. All right. I don't know. We just got some strange people out there. You met Steven Tyler once? I'm trying to think. Like, Ben Stiller was filming his movie with like the neighborhood. He filmed that behind my house. Do I know Imagine Dragons? Yeah, of course. What's the aim of life? Is something to discover? I mean, you have to make your own aim. There's no inherent aim. You have to create your own. What's the meaning? There is no meaning. You create your own meaning. It's like Gary's mod, right? What's the point? Oh, we got Chef. Chef, what's up? If I could live anywhere on Earth, where would I live? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't been anywhere yet. What if I think it looks nice and it sucks? If a creator platform better than YouTube was released, define better. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what would make people come to a stream and then just like say racist comments. Most rewarding part of being a programmer, when you code something the first time and it works. When you have no idea if it'll work or not, and then you hit run and it runs without flaw, and you're like, what? That's the most rewarding part. You're sick of working for corporations? Yep. You got a lot of anxiety. Well, I mean, you're not doing yourself any favors with that. Your resume is empty. What do? Write a good cover letter? Write a good cover letter. All you need is a portfolio. Just talk about what you did. Did I go through Lambda? No, but the CTO was my bootcamp teacher. Working for a small company is the best. No, working for yourself is the best. Been to Vietnam? Not yet. Working for a publicly traded company will only net you, let's see. You make the company $1 million. You just made the shareholders $500,000 each, and you get a nice $25 gift card to Golden Corral. Good work, little employee. Hard pass on that. I don't know, my chat just like stopped working here, so this is fantastic. I'd like to refresh the chat. There we go. Am I like a coding? No, I'm not. I don't. Anyone that says they are would be like, yeah. Wouldn't Lambda be more of an improvement camp since you have to know code to pass the test? You have to know the code to pass the test. You don't have to know code in general. You have to know the code to pass. How does one become a mod? You want to be able to ban? All right, ban some people then. Enjoy the power. Don't let it go to your head. How many interviews did I do for my first job offer? Like 5. Yeah, YouTube's messing with people's ad revenue. But you don't make money, like you don't depend on ad revenue to make money from YouTube. That is not what you do. My motivation was get a job and then get a job coding because I want to learn to code, and then get a remote job so I can be remote. And then I was remote, and I'm like, well, shit, I still have to do the job for somebody else and build their dream. And then they let me go, and I was like, well, so now I have everything that I've ever wanted, and they just let me go, and there's nothing I can do about that. All right, time to take this into my own hand. So I was like, all right, and then that was that. What is Lambda? I have a whole bunch of videos about it. You can go watch it. What is my spirit animal? I don't know. Probably a wolf. Lone wolf. I don't know, an oak tree? Those seem pretty stoic. Am I self-taught? Nah. I mean, everyone is. Everyone is to an extent. How do you get through life? You don't want to just get through life, dude. That is the wrong way to approach. Would you rather have someone you can fully trust but you don't have too much fun with? I don't think that's possible. I'd rather... Or someone really fun that you can't trust. Yeah, I don't care about any of that. I think fun is overrated. You make your own fun. If I'm depending on someone else to have fun, Lone wolves don't survive. Lone wolves do survive. It's just a lonely road. Like doing what I do every day, making a video, doing this, Like I don't have a lot of in-person friends, or any really, that I hang out with. I hang out with my girlfriend every day, but that's it. Patrick is AI. Worst job I had? Subway. Last film that I saw? I don't know. I don't. Oh, it was The Incredibles 2, I think. Yeah. What's the meaning of life? You make your own meaning. You gotta go. All right, later, dude. What is Lambda? Lambda is a bootcamp that does not charge. It does not charge tuition up front. When you graduate, you get a job making $50,000 or more. You pay 17% of your income back, up to $30,000. So it's free until you get a job making $50K. What's my meaning of life? To help people. If I could help other people figure out how to code so that they could pull themselves out of whatever situation they're in, that would be great. At least that seems to be the meaning. What kind of books do I read? Self-help books? Self-help. It sounds like I go to like a therapist, right? What do I expect to happen in the Avengers 4? I don't care. I only go for the special effects. What was my meaning of life before coding? I didn't have one. Oh, I think it was to make my wife happy, right? 'Cause that's what they tell you. Happy wife, happy life. I was like, nah, fuck all that. That's all bullshit. Study tips? Yeah. 25-minute intervals. Honest opinion on marriage? It's bullshit. There you go. Why'd your parents divorce? I don't know. It's making you I can't help you with that. Hold your phone further away from your face. How many 25-minute intervals? Do 3. 25 minutes, 5-minute break. Do that 3 times, and the 4th time, take a 15-minute break. How did I become a coder? I went to Code Bootcamp. Max bench? I don't know, like 240. These are some random questions. How much did I make? $18 an hour. Favorite editor? VS Code. I'll hang out for a couple more minutes, then I'm going to go. I'm going to go work out. It's 10 o'clock at night. I think the gym's open for another 45 minutes. Go get some deadlift in. Mac or PC? PC all day. Lowest point? I don't know. Pretty low? Like ground level? Does Angular suck? Wait, what? It depends on who you ask. Funniest gym fail. I saw some guy, he had an incline bench, and he was laying down on the incline bench, like lifting his, so this is the bench, and he was like lifting his feet like this, but he's like, his whole body is down like this. Like his head is here, and his feet are up in the air like this, and he's just lifting his feet like this. No, it's fine. We'll just ban them. Can links be sent? I don't think so. I can see them, but we'll see what it is. I have to approve it. Any other tattoos? No, I don't. Any tips on applying to internships? Apply to a full-time job and ask for a part-time job when they tell you no. Did he evolve into a clamp? I got 2 minutes left until the 2-hour mark. How much money would they have to give you to move to LA? Yeah, no. Not happening. Not moving to California. No interest there. Whose live stream do I watch? I don't watch live streams. I don't really have a whole lot of time to watch live streams. Occasionally on the weekend, maybe on Sunday, I'll go look at Twitch to see what new games are out or something. Like Soda Poppin' or Dr. Disrespect, you know, all those people. Come to Texas? Maybe. I like Utah. Utah is nice. Maybe Oregon. Oregon could be nice too. No sales tax. You pay everything in Oregon. You pay what you see on the label. That's convenient. Got another 30 seconds. Then we're going to head out. So I'll just give some shout outs. Kevin McKay, Kyle, Dano, Mork, James Dean, Mark, Craig, VDLKN, Alan, Killer Slayer. No, not Portland. Coin Collector, what's up? We got John Doe, Sean Stewart. James. Chance, Jake, Tom, Game Boy Dog Plays, Firelord, Pedro. I can't see the link. James Dean, Art, Omar. All right, Eric Schum. Later, dudes. Thanks for hanging out. See you tomorrow in the new video, and then we'll be doing another live stream tomorrow. So you guys have a good night, and thanks for everything. I appreciate all of you.